What is up, collectors? Diego here. Welcome into another Sports Cards Detour video. I'm recording the same video. Recording on the same day that I made the other video. Excuse me while I get a drink or something, because my voice just like, I thought I was ready and it didn't, it didn't work with me. Anyway, Greg Clark has sent over a package, that box right behind there, that's labeled as a gift from Greg Clark, Glove and Beyond TV, 55088. Greg is such a generous man. He sends over so many cards. That box was full of sleeved cards, and I'm going to go over some more of the cards that I got from him. And again, I thank him for this. Today we're going to do some basketball and some baseball. Basically Sixers, Phillies, and Puerto Rican collection. Basically, he hit a lot of targets. And by him hitting a lot of targets, it really made me start feeling bad about not being able to reciprocate. But then I'm trying to justify it as, well, I've had 100-some videos online where I talk about the same thing over and over again. And I'm pretty simplistic, where Greg is just starting, you know, like, well, I don't know. I was just trying to make up something to make myself feel a little better for not knowing exactly what Greg Clark collects. But I've seen his kindness and generosity before, again, with Zach and Porter and stuff like that. So, it's not, and with Basement Card Collector, like, his generosity is just there. Here we got Maurice Cheeks for the 76ers on this Hoarder card. Pretty cool card right there. Actually, we're not going to put him right there yet. Then I got a Derek Coleman, back when he played with the Sixers on the Star Quest. Here's a pretty cool card. It's a little bit acetate. This is Moses Malone. I think it's a pretty neat card. Then we have Evan Turner. AI Andre Iguodala. He turned out to have a pretty good career after the Sixers, but I thought he was pretty good. I don't think he was the team leader, and that's basically what happened. He was a role player. He was a good role player, and that's what Garden State helped him achieve. But a star player, I think he had a little bit of trouble with, but I still enjoyed watching him play. A guy that I really liked was Jerry Stackhouse from North Carolina. He came in and I was like, man, Jerry Stackhouse is a good guy. I like him. There's just something about him that I liked his play. Sometimes I would say he was kind of weak, but I still think he had a pretty good career and a pretty solid player. And I enjoyed watching him play, especially during my younger days. Now, here's a player, when he first came in, I didn't like him as much. There's just something about him that just rubbed me the wrong way, and I didn't really like him that much, and that was Allen Iverson. And I think as his career started winding down with the Sixers, I started appreciating who he was more and the player that he was when he got on the court. Like, when he got on the court, he was really good at what he did. And check out these rookie cards. Like, I'm just amazed that he gave me these rookies. Like, crazy. But anyway, Allen Iverson was one of those guys that, you know, I just didn't agree with it at first. But, you know, like, practice? We talk about practice, not a game. But still, looking back on it, I wish I paid more attention to what he was doing, and sometimes I would just feel like he was a ball hog type of guy. But when you really look at, I guess when the Sixers started rebuilding and you started looking at this guy, or you started reflecting back on his career, he almost had to burden he almost had to burden everything on his shoulders and to get the team to get to another level. even with guys that they brought in to help him, he still had to go an extra level, and he was okay with doing that. And he put his body on the line a lot. So definitely changed my opinion on Allen Iverson. Now I think he's one of the great Sixers of all times. And I just so many moments of him that spark back up when I reflect on his career. And then we got Julius Erving, who I never got to see play, or never watched basketball to see him play, I should say. He was around during my time, but during my youth, but I just didn't focus on basketball that much. So here is Julius Erving, Dr. J. Pretty cool Sixers card right there. I like that one with the ABA, New Jersey Nets or New York Nets. I thought that was a pretty cool card. And here's with Immortals, All-Star Sensation, short shorts, man. Living Legends, Dr. J. That's the way you saw most posters. Here's a Takeoff. But problem is, you need that big fro, not that little fro. And there he goes right now, Hall of Fame, Dr. J, kind of towards the end of his career on a nice mosaic card. All these cards are really cool. Thank you, Greg, for all these Sixers cards. They're awesome. Let's get into some baseball cards now. So Greg Clark also hit up the baseball scene with the cards. The other ones that he did send were hockey goalie cards and hockey and goalie cards. And that one is a big stack, so that's going to be another video. But right now we're going to add baseball to this basketball video and show you some of the cards that were sent over to me. And it all starts with the hometown boy, Mike Trout. That's a PC guy. Then, of course, he paid attention to the Puerto Rican collection. And we got Roberto Clemente on this Kmart card. I really like that card I just dropped. Ruben Sierra. Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez, the future is now, 24 years old. Ivan Rodriguez, Team 2000. Here's a really cool card. It has the Puerto Rican flag in the background. Global impact of Pudge Jr. Here's a double trouble. Juan Gonzalez and Ivan Rodriguez. Textbooks excellence. Ivan. And then there's this cool, authentic, game-worn Ivan Rodriguez jersey with the Detroit Lions, or Detroit Tigers. A really cool card. Thank you, Craig, for that. Then we get into Philadelphia, and there's a Philadelphia card to start it off. Citizens Bank Park. Philly history. They did win the championship back in 2008. Phillies men up the middle. Jimmy Rollins and Chase Utley. One of my top three for the Phillies. I really learned to like Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, and Chase Utley as a tandem, or not a tandem, as a trio. Here's Von Hayes, Mr. 5 for 1. Here we have Adam Hazley, Derek Hall, and Ranger Suarez. Ranger Suarez right there with those. He has that, I don't know, cold-blooded, ice-tight guy when he's pitching. Here's J.P. Crawford doing real well for himself in Seattle. Pedro Feliz on a black Topps card, like a black variation. That's really cool. Then we got Jamie Moyer, John Kruk. Like listening to John Kruk talk. And then Raul Ibanez. Cole Hamels. And then a Cole Hamels rookie card in Upper Deck. Craig, you really didn't have to do that. That's pretty cool. Thank you for the rookie card of Cole Hamels. It may not be that much, like it might be another rookie card to some people, but to me, that's one of the main guys for a championship for the Phillies. Here's Roy Halladay, the guy who just signed not too long ago. Aaron Nola. Mike Schmidt, the greatest Philly of all. Greatest third baseman. Then we got Bobby Abreu, who I've been trying to put into my collection of my favorite Phillies. There's Alec Bohm, who's slowly making his way, a case for him being that, even though he hates this place. Ever since he said that, he owned up and he really changed. Like he really came up. I'm hoping this guy goes to the Cubs. There was rumors that he might go to the Cubs. It's Rhys Hoskins. If there's any other team that I want him to go to, it would be the Cubs. That way I can kind of root for him. And then we got Bryce Harper. And another Bryce Harper. Ryan Howard, the big piece. And here's another Ryan Howard for his home run derby. Utley. Scott Rowland on a Bowman. And then here we got Scott Rowland. And then we end it with Jason Worth right there for the Phillies. Now I did get through three other cards, and they're from my favorite player. And that is Mr. Ryan D. Sandberg. There's Ryan Sandberg. I really like this card. This is one of my favorite cards, but I do have this card, so that's pretty cool. Then we got this Cubs get Ryan Sandberg, a blockbuster move. I also have this card, but that's pretty cool. And I didn't have this card. I thought I did, but apparently I don't. And this is a 1992 Fleer Ultra Ryan Sandberg with a gold glove foil down at the bottom. And I was like, oh, I didn't have that. So this is card number 843 for the collection. So that's really cool. I do have some other cards that I still haven't even shown yet for the Ryan Sandberg collection. Eventually I'll get to it once I get back into the swing of things. But yeah, it's card number 843. Thank you so much, Greg Clark, for adding a new card to the collection of the Ryno Sandberg collection and growing that count. Yeah, so I guess that's all I got for you for today. I know it's another long video with an undesirable voice, but it's there. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Craig, once again, and I'll thank you again in the next video. Until next time, guys.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.